Okay, let's just get some simple concepts clear. We want to code a stack. Okay, so what is a stack? How does a stack work? What's the logic of it? The easiest is just to give you an image. So imagine I have a table here. Okay, there's a nice little, here's my table, my kitchen table. Okay, and I push onto that table. The act of adding is called a push, and I add onto it, let's just say, and this is going to be really awfully designed, a plate. Okay, so there is a plate. And to add it, I use the word a push. If I want to remove it, I say pop. Okay, but we'll come back to how that works. So I can add one. Let's add a second one. Now, when I add a second one, it sits on top of the first. When I add a third, it sits on top of the second, and so on. There is always critically this top item. Okay, but what's interesting when you think about it, because this will be a question that we will explore on when we come to how we're going to code it, there is always a first item. So keep those two questions in your mind. When you pop, when you remove a plate, you don't go into the stack and pull out a piece from underneath. You always remove the top item. Okay, so it's always the top one that goes, and when you push onto it, you always add to the top. Okay, that's a rather strange shaped thing. So that is essentially a stack and the logic of a stack. So what we are going to be doing in the subsequent videos is exploring how we would code it, and if at this stage you feel confident enough to code it, then feel free to go ahead. If you are attempting to code it without much instruction, you will need a class which has a main method to create your objects. You will need a stack class which will manage the stack structure, and then you will need, and I'm going to draw it like my plate, a stack node. How, if you want to attempt to put this stuff together in your own way, then feel free to. The purpose of the videos, the subsequent videos, is to talk through and show you sample code and encourage you to do it and give you some structure for it.